What's this time? Approximately 180 drawings a week on twos.
Drawings or frames?
Drawings on twos. If it was, what do I have up there? 360? Yeah, 360 on ones. We do every single frame is 360 frames per week. That's a lot of drawing for drawing. CG, you don't have to, that's a cool thing. Another cool thing about CG is you don't have to worry about keeping it on model or watching the volumes so they don't change. That's all consistent with the model. So it takes a big burden off.
So once the rough animation is done, who's doing the cleanup?
There's a whole different department.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Now in the old days, they used to have, let's say, like in Peter Pan or something, there was one guy who was like the lead supervising animator of Peter Pan. And in that same room that he worked in was his assistant, our key assistant, and then the assistant and the breakdowner and the in-between. They were all in one room. So if there was any weird questions or problems with the scene that arose that their assistants couldn't quite decipher, they just turned to him and they said, "Hey Joe, well, you know, what were you thinking here? Did you want the fingers to flare out like this, or do you want them to treat like a mitten? Or how do you want this angle here?" And you go, "Oh, I was thinking this." Okay, cool. And that it's done. The communication's right there in the same room. Nowadays, the cleanup people might be on the other side of the building, and the animators in different areas, so it's like really hard for them to trek all the way over there and find the person, and then if they're around, they're lucky to get their questions answered. It's not very efficient, I think. It's a separate that they should be all together so they can mix it up. Besides, back in the old days, used to play a lot of practical jokes on each other. But that's generally how it's done. Any other questions? Anything? Yeah.
What has the experience been like when animating animals? But actual non-anthropomorphic animals.
Like realistic four-legged. Yeah, it's tough. You have to do, like on Mighty Joe Young, you had to do a lot of research. How gorillas moved, what their behavior was like, what they were thinking, when they were doing things. How they walk on their knuckles and all that jazz. And sometimes they don't necessarily walk like this, but they'll walk like sideways or diagonally. That kind of thing. All these little nuances we had to study before we really got into it. So, yeah, animals is tough if you're not used to it. Some people take to a fish to water. It's really easy for them. Everybody's got different strengths and weaknesses. So, for me, it's generally tough, but it's fun because it's always a challenge. I like a good challenge. I'll never forget my old animation teacher said, "Yeah, I got an exercise for you. Have a stampede of horses running backwards up a staircase." First of all, they can't gallop backwards, so it's like, it's impossible. I'm going to try that someday just to see what happens. Yeah.
What would an animation portfolio be? What would they expect from the portfolio?
Portfolio, in general, what they like to see is good solid drawing skills with the human figure and animals, both. They like to see long poses and quick sketches, both. Animals and people. Each studio has different requirements. Like some will say only 12 pages. We don't have time to go through 30 pages, so you might want to check online and see which studios are required. That's general.
I was going to ask, has there ever been a time where you're given a scene or something that was just so horrible that you just wanted to give up on it and didn't want to do it at all?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was a commercial for chocolate milk in Mexico. This character called Pancho Pantera. The design was so bad, I didn't even want to draw it. I tried and tried, but just couldn't make it look good because it was such a bad design. It was like pulling teeth and everything there. Oh, it was really tough.
Did you eventually animate it, or did you say, "Hey, I can't"?
I eventually did it, yeah, but I was so tempted to just walk away. It was not easy. Some things are designed for animation that tend to be easier to animate, and other things they don't have. Whoever designed it doesn't have animation in mind, so it doesn't really move well or turn around very well, so it's a challenge.
How long, like, you work for say you're working on like a show and you finish the part, how long, like, years or month-wise, do you work?
the end of the day.
Like when you have a contract with the company, like for say Disney, and it's like a 3 month, like I guess it depends on the contract, how long you work, or is it till the project's done?
Yeah, sometimes the contract will say just for the project, and other contracts will say 5 years or 7 years, some are 1 year. Nowadays I hear at Disney, not to discourage anybody, but just so you guys know the reality, I hear that they have these reviews at Disney really way too often. For some reason, it's like a fear factor to get everybody in line, I guess. Is that camera off? Yeah, they're really mean on it. Now, this is what I hear from people having these reviews really quite often. A lot of the employees are pretty upset.
Like your views on the work, or views on how they are as a person?
Their work.
Job performance.
Just their work, you know. Yeah. Not as a person. That's, once you get in, you probably won't stay unless you punch somebody. I worked at one studio where there was these two guys having a fight about a Ford truck or something. I grabbed the other guy and put him through the wall. Boom! Put a hole in the wall with his body. And he still didn't get fired. So, yeah.
Go back to the anime at that point, put them through the wall, so there's some great references.
Yeah, I videotaped the whole thing in physics. I heard about it, I didn't see it, but I'm surprised the guy didn't get fired. He got talked to about it. It's a bit of a temper. You'd be amazed at some people.
With 2D, kind of not being so distant right now with film, do you find yourself getting more 3D work versus the traditional 3D? And is there more work being produced out there now?
Nowadays, there's more CG work than there's 2D work, but I've been very lucky. I've always managed to somehow get 2D work throughout these years. So, and on paper too, believe it or not, not just on flash. Actually hand-drawn paper, which is really rare. I'm pretty blessed. I'm very fortunate that I get to do what my personal love is to draw. That's why animation is, wow, I can make my drawings move. Whoa, that's the ultimate. So,
Have you ever worked in other countries, like other studios out of the United States?
I just got back from Denmark a few weeks ago. We were working on a project with a studio called Norland. And we did this charity project for Doctors Without Borders. And I've been waiting to do something like that for years, so I was really happy to do that. It was a lot of fun. It was an international crew that brought from Japan, London, all over the place, and we all met each other and worked on this film together. It was just awesome. Actually, I'm going to be posting some photographs and stuff. If you guys want to check that out, it's at michaelpolivani.com. I just set up the website. It was pretty cool. Yes?
Oh, yeah. How was it working with Imagineers? How did you get that job?
Actually, I don't work with them directly, but I work on freelance for that those projects. Yeah. I hear they're pretty cool. You know, it's a really creative environment, so I imagine everybody's pretty cool.
You said you got back from Norway. I don't know if you're married or not, but I was wondering if you ever know someone who's been married and, for instance, they have to move around a lot. Like, have they ever had to, like, for instance, visit their spouse in another country while they go to another one?
Yeah, a friend of mine had to go to London and work on We're Back. Was that it? The dinosaurs?
No,
And he was gone for, I don't know, at least a year, probably. I don't know, his wife went with him. She's in Italy, she stayed there. It's tough sometimes if there's no work.
That is one of my biggest criticisms about the country in order to be not having a lot of time to work.
Another friend of mine went down to, I don't know if it was New Zealand or what, we went down to Lord of the Rings films. Yeah, sometimes it brings you around the globe. I try to treat it like a vacation, you know. Enjoy the place and meet the people and try to make it positive.
When you elevate on paper, and then you go to compile out images to see the sequences, do you use flipbook?
Yes. So easy. Monkey Jam's really easy too. For some reason I like flipbook even better. Yeah.
When you use flipbook, how do you clean up those drawings and add color to them? Do you use flipbook to do that, or do you take things that are program?
No, I've never done that. I've never taken anything that far in flipbook. I've seen other people do it and get good results, but like the studio that I was doing those Imagineering things for, the 80s, movies, and they did all that in Flipper, colored it all, and everything. Wow, that's pretty cool. So as long as you have the version that will do that, certain versions don't go with color. It's more expensive. I'm not sure the price. And you can do it. It's possible.
So how often do you get a position where you can animate on paper?
Pretty often. I mean, like I said, I'm very lucky. It's just certain studios are still doing it. They're lucky enough to just, they call me up and say, hey, we got this project I want to work on. I'm like, yeah. Sure, I mean, hand-drawn, I love it. But I won't turn down other jobs too. I like Flash and CG and stuff. There's a lot of cool new tools out and stuff that make things even easier. So, yeah, I really enjoy it.
So, when you're working on a movie, you have a reference for the acting amusement, or you just make it up from your own idea?
Sometimes the projects will have a folder you go to for reference, that they have a bunch of clips in and stuff, either images or movies. But if they don't provide that, I just do my own research. Sometimes I'll just go out and watch people walk or behaviors from real life, or sometimes I'll study a movie or performance I like.
Besides your first job, after that, because I've heard like ways to get jobs other than going up and asking, like having good connections, or like after a while you get well known enough that people just give you a job. What was your experience with that?
Yeah, that's very real in the sense that when you first get your first job and you work in a studio with all these people, and when that project's over, everybody disperses and goes to different places, and all of a sudden all your friends you were working with are all over the place. So they'll call you up and say, hey, they need a storyboard guy, or whatever. Hey, they need a lab guy. And all of a sudden all these opportunities open up. And then when you work there, then there's a whole other group of people, and another group, and another group. Every place you go, you're meeting more and more people. So after a while, there's hundreds of people that know your work, and it's a lot easier to get jobs that way. Because they know your work. It's like, oh, it's nice to do such and such, or whatever.
So what would you say would be the most difficult thing you ever had?
Had to be the Pancho Pantera. That was one of the toughest that comes to
Should we
mind.
look on YouTube?
What's that?
They have a commercial on YouTube.
It might be up there, yeah. While I'm pulling it up, I'll try to think of what the most difficult thing was. That's a good question. Usually when things are that tough, I try to black it out of my mind. But,
So what would you say was the most fun part of it?
oh, it was definitely the stuff for Chuck Jones. Definitely, that was so much fun, man, to do. Imagine animating Warner Brothers characters for short. What's that?
Like, because there's ones from different.
Yeah.
You might spell it from Mrs. Pantera.
Yeah. We try 1980s. You know what's weird is this older design looks actually pretty cool. Aha, here we are. This is the character right here.
Oh,
that
It was him, this guy. Oh, that. We didn't do this one. This is not our work thing. That's the character. That's the design. I had to ask me.
A una enorme gorila, pero se hizo la galopa ancho y oye, libera antes de escapar, hasta un solo detalle estaba, era un Pancho Pantera, era un Pancho Copil, cinco Pancho Pantera, ¡venga, máquina valiente! Está enriquecido con más vitaminas, más minerales y más proteínas.
It's good. I missed some hands up. If you could raise your hand, I saw some hands up, but I didn't get to you guys. Yeah.
I was just gonna ask if you ever put yourself into a character, like a lot of yourself into it, as far as personality and acting.
Yeah. I tried to do that on Prince and the Pauper with Mickey Mouse. Whenever I had Mickey Mouse, it's weird because you don't consciously do it; you just kind of do it. It's like the way that you move or behave kind of just seeps into the character. Kind of, it's something you kind of can't help it. But in fact, sometimes it's a hindrance because you want the production wants the character to act a certain way, so you can't let that. You gotta watch it, You might do it a certain way with the character. I call for something to happen in a different way in the scene. It's specific. Yeah, it's really stuff. Before you guys split, I always try to improve these seminars and try to make them better and better. So I have a survey back there. I'll let you guys fill that out.
I'll pass it out, actually.
One more quick question. With special effects and animation, like for instance, in Cats Don't Dance to the very end, when they have all the steam and rainbows and all that, did you animate the steam when you're doing quick sketches? Or for them to add the special effects later, or would you just?
That's another good question. Yeah, we try to rough it out, like the general shape of what the effect is going to look like. If we have time, if they want us to do that, we usually try to do that so that the effects guys will have something to work with. I don't know what kind of timing we're kind of expecting to work with the characters, so yeah, it helps. But sometimes we have to do the effects ourselves, like in the Chuck Jones films that I worked on. There was a scene where this rock comes down and hits the ground and this puffs of smoke, and I had to do all those little puffs of smoke, which is fun, actually. That's animation, is pretty cool. It's kind of a shame that nowadays there's so many dynamics and things that are pre-programmed and you don't get to do it yourself. You don't get to create it from scratch. It's already kind of set in and just use sliders sometimes to get it. Now you guys can ask questions about, I don't know, anything. Yeah.
I'm wondering, like, what's good animation films to watch, independent ones, not well known, to get a good idea to expand your style and stuff.
You want to know some actual names?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, write this down. There's a feature called, okay. I'll lead up to it. There's a feature that was made in Italy back in, I think, the 70s or 80s, and it was this guy's answer to Fantasia. It was like his version of Fantasia.
Allegro non troppo.
Exactly, Allegro non troppo. Okay, it's spelled. It's spelled. I think that's how it's spelled.
1 P.
What's that?
1 P, I think.
1 P, okay.
I think it's 2.
2. It's 2.
It's 2.
Yeah. Go see Italian.
Do I hear 3?